off the wagon challenge.
Yep.
But tonight could be a very different story, guys. Tonight you could be defending your own TNA tag team titles as you face 21-time World Tag Team Champions, Team 3D.
Boy, blondes really are stupid, huh? Oh, you want to know something, you little bitch? We are sick and tired of everybody repeating themselves over and over and over and over again about how many times Team 3D has won tag team championships. How many times?
21.
Shut up!
Think you got 1, 2, 3.
The fact of the matter is that was then, and this is now. And we stand before the world, the TNA World Tag Team Champions. You see, Team 3D, you had to run to Japan to get tag team gold because you couldn't get the job done here in your home. The fact is, tonight at Destination X, Team 3D, the myth of you guys comes crashing down to a sudden halt. Because it's either going to be you, Brother Ray, or you, Brother Devon, who's going to get sent home packing, courtesy of Beer Money Incorporated.
You see, there's this little word been floating around the locker room that I keep hearing everybody repeat. That word is respect. And for some reason, Beer Money is not getting the respect that we deserve. We've set out and we've accomplished everything that we said we would as a tag team. But we're still not getting our respect. Maybe it's because we don't brown nose management. Maybe it's because we don't brown nose with these fans. But for some reason, the respect is not coming. Brother Ray, Brother Devon, it's simple. We don't give a damn about management, and we don't give a damn about your fans, 3D. It doesn't matter which one of you glory hogs go home tonight. Either you, Brother Ray, or you, Brother Devon. You're a great tag team. You were a great tag team. And tonight, we write our place in history as the greatest tag team to ever step foot in a TNA ring. Sorry about your damn luck.
Sojournor, a newcomer to the Knockouts division. She is a woman of ambition.
Sojournor victorious.
A seeker of opportunity. The opportunity to become a champion.
She's gonna get her title shot in the future to take Awesome Kong on for the Knockout Championship.
An opportunity that has put her directly in the sights of the most brutal and dominating force in women's wrestling today. The TNA Knockouts champion, Awesome Kong. Never before has there been anything like her. A true powerhouse, a force to be reckoned with. One who has never passed up a chance to flex her dominion. Awesome Kong only has a single rule. Never challenge her supremacy. A rule Sojournor has broken into. Sojournor challenges Awesome Kong for the TNA Women's Knockout Championship.
With Booker T versus AJ Styles just made a Legends title bout, it's now time for the first of 5 championship matches this evening at Destination X. Let's break it down with the Knockouts tail of the tape, and it was recently on Impact when Sojournor earned her spot as the #1 challenger by winning that Top Contenders match. Champion Awesome Kong, her mouthpiece Raisa Saeed, so outspoken that no Entourage members should ever step up and challenge the champ. When Sojo ignored the wishes of Kong and Saeed by competing and then succeeding in becoming the #1 contender, the 4 knockout group that also included Raka Khan is no more.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match at Destination X is for the TNA Women's Knockout Championship and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the challenger from Memphis, Tennessee, Sojournor Bulls.
How about the courage of someone like Sojournor Bull to step up to the plate, to not just be one member of the Entourage, but to become a #1 contender and a shot now as a champ.
Her opponent is accompanied to the ring by Raisa Saeed. She stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. She weighs 272 3/8 pounds. And she is the TNA Women's Knockout Champion. She is Awesome Kong.
The problem is, Mike, it's going to take more courage to get it done against Awesome Kong. I mean, this is the most destructive force in women's professional wrestling history in my mind. Now, Sojournor Bolt, I don't know what her game plan is, but it's obvious that she's going to have to use her speed, quickness. But I'll tell you something, we've seen them all in there with Awesome Kong, and all she's got to do is get a hold of you, and that awesome bomb hits, and it's lights out, and it's all over.
The easy path to longevity for Sojournor Bolt in TNA would have been to be like one of the sheep, to follow in line behind Kong and Raisha Saeed as part of the entourage. That gets you longevity. But it doesn't take you to the top of a division that Awesome Kong has dominated. Spinning back fist missed in the corner, and Sojourner slides through. To this point, the strategy has been stay one step ahead of Kong and then hit and run.
Now, she's quick, I'll grant you that. You make a great point about you don't get the gold unless you go for it, but sometimes patience is what you need. And I think she should have been a little bit more patient. A little bit more patient and just hung in there and learned from Awesome Kong. And you can see right there, it just doesn't feel like she's ready. It's those nerves, and that's what happens when you got to look at Awesome Kong and actually face her in this excited ring. And, you know, it's just apparent to me right now that Awesome Kong is just going to toy with her.
Can't agree with you more. You saw the nerves on display when Sojo went up into the corner, and maybe in the back of her mind, that intimidation factor. A little shaky up on the ropes when she went for the cross-body blocks. And from that point forward, Awesome Kong has been the destructive force that you spoke about earlier.
And in her defense, that adrenaline, it just gets it's overwhelming, and it takes over. And in your mind, you see yourself doing certain things, but when you're out there and the realization, and you drop kick her like she did at the beginning, and Awesome Kong doesn't even move, all of a sudden it starts messing with your mind, and now Awesome Kong just messing her body up.
Grabbed her right around the neck, spun her around, unceremoniously dumped her, dropped her right on the canvas. Now sets her up in the corner, going to try and shoot her cross, and does with ease. And then the near 300 pounds comes charging full speed into the corner. Sojo moves out of the way. Good offensive shot right there with a running knee. Measures, but then goes right into Kong, who once again overpowers her.
It's a wall. I mean, it's just, we've seen so many of these knockouts just bounce off of her like it's nothing. I mean, yeah, there's been some great matches, and people got to have a good strategy, but if you don't stick to that strategy, that's going to happen right there.
The back of Bolt's head bounces off the canvas with the choke slam. The pin attempt by Kong, consistent of her putting that big boot right across the chest, and that's not going to keep Sojourner Bolt down for 3, but maybe it sends a message to Sojo that the intimidation level, the intimidation factor from Kong is high, and it's just a matter of time until she puts her away. Big slam.
Just toying with her. Just toying with her, doing whatever she wants. And oh man, get a spatula ready. She hits this. Sojourner Bolt may never get another title shot.
Splash off the ropes. Does not connect. Bolt able to move out of the way. Now needs to get that offense rolling at this point. Going to try and go Mahi Style roll-up style here. And that was a surprise move, but it almost worked.
Tell you what, I'll give credit where credit's due. And look at this. Now she's showing some great offense. And, Awesome Kong, though, is one of those that, again, you've got to just have so much to keep her shoulder down for the 3 count. And Raisha Saeed does what she's supposed to do. Oh.
Quickness of Bolt apparent there as she drops down. The charging Kong goes over the ropes and down to the floor. Champ tries to regroup, but this is when Sojourner Bolt really needs to hit with her best offense.
Boy, well, she's got the momentum going. And she hesitated. You can't hesitate. Not with Awesome Kong. I'll tell you what, it's once you get Awesome Kong on the run, you cannot let up for a second. Sojourner Bolt, if she wants any kind of a chance here, she has got to just keep at it. Because all Kong needs is one good shot.
Middle rope lead with a double sledge. Some impact on that time. Crashing down onto the shoulder of Kong. Bolt again from that second rope. This time tries to snap off a Hurricane Rana, but she gets caught in mid-move, and there's the awesome bomb.
Baby, 5-5. Here is your winner and still TNA Women's Knockout Champion, Awesome Ouch!
Destructive, devastating force rolls up yet another victory. Who's going to step up to the plate here with a physical challenge to Awesome Kong?
You know, we saw some good things from Sojo there. I mean, she did. She showed some fire when things were looking desperate, and you got to admit that. But I'll tell you what, I said it from the beginning, and we've seen it so many times. Awesome Kong just needs one shot. That awesome bomb is so destructive. Nobody gets up from it.
That's what did the trick tonight at Destination X. Mike Tenay, Don West back at ringside.